Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. In life, we are often spoiled with choices. Everything comes in varying sizes, functionality, and capabilities. And this applies to the aerial vessels that dominate the sky. They also come in different sizes: a small plane, a medium plane, or a jumbo plane. Different sizes, different requirements. The bigger the size, the bigger the requirement. The Beluga of Airbus and the Dreamlifter of Boeing, the world's largest aerospace companies. Both aircraft have the same mission: transporting aircraft parts between their construction and assembly facilities. The Boeing Dreamlifter took its first flight in 2006, when Boeing's 787 production was on a hike. The Dreamlifter was planned to mainly transport the prefabricated Boeing 787 aircraft components to assembly plants around the world. The development cost of the massive Dreamlifter program is not cheap, estimated at a staggering $1 billion. The massive wide-body aircraft boasts a substantial cargo space of about 65,000 feet of cubic cargo, which is loaded from the opening of the aircraft's tail section. A custom-built cargo loader is used in cargo loading and unloading operations, where the loads are guided into their designated place using a laser guiding system. The entire tail section of the Dreamlifter, supported by ground support equipment, swings open to allow easy loading via cargo loaders. The Dreamlifter uses a DBL cargo loader, otherwise known as Dream Big Loader, during its loading operation. The loader is manufactured by TLD, a French ground handling company. The cargo loader is the largest ever built, 118 feet long, with 32 tires and 16 steerable axles. This allows the cargo loader to move slightly or yaw up to 1 degree to align precisely with the interior of the Dreamlifter, and can also raise and lower 68 tons of cargo. The cargo loaders raise the huge B-787 sections in the air by a set of hydraulics powered by Caterpillar engines to the airplane's floor level and slide them into the unpressurized fuselage, slowly and carefully. All movements are done with accuracy, measured in fractions of an inch. Cargo loading and unloading operations are very sensitive processes for Boeing, as they are a critical part of their aviation supply chain. Undoubtedly, it's not any different from Airbus. Airbus Beluga has two variants, Beluga and Beluga XL. As Airbus A300 became old and inefficient, they thought of transforming this into a Beluga, just as they did with their Super Guppies. In 1995, the Beluga was introduced, with a seriously enlarged A300 fuselage. 5 Belugas were delivered before word spread for a modified version in 2014. With increasing aircraft production and demand, Airbus needed faster transportation and greater capacity. With this mindset, they worked on the new Beluga and appropriately named it Beluga XL. In 2020, the first aircraft was delivered. This whale could carry double the items carried by ex-Beluga. Fun fact, whale belugas normally smile when they are happy, just like the nose of a Beluga aircraft, always smiling. The Beluga is loaded from the front. The nose of the aircraft raises widely to allow aircraft parts to slide in smoothly. One of the problems that delayed the loading time in the Super Guppy was that the cockpit systems had to be disconnected to open the loading door. Fortunately, Airbus learned from the previous design of the Super Guppy, and this time, the Beluga cockpit is below the loading door, so they don't need to disconnect the systems. This improved the loading time by 50%. On the other side, a contrasting style to its competitor, the Dreamlifter cargo enters the aircraft from the rear loading door. Surprisingly, colossal planes are not new to airplane spotters. Aviation has seen more oversized aircraft post-World War II. From the Spruce Goose to the Pregnant Guppy and the Blackjack, oversized aircraft are constantly designed over generations. The Howard Hughes Spruce Goose was the first and largest plane ever constructed entirely of birchwood. During World War II, German submarines targeted American ships and sunk them. To avoid this, the U.S. government suggested exploring air travel. Howard Hughes, an American businessman, pilot, and engineer, was the chief designer. The Goose was used to transport troops and material. Hughes's flying boat was made of wood. The plane took its first and last flight in 1947, unannounced. Always dreaming of flying again, Howard retained the wooden masterpiece in a climate-controlled hangar, ready for flight. From geese to pregnant guppies. The pregnant guppy is the mother of 4 other guppies, collectively known as the Super Guppy. The pregnant guppy is an oversized cargo aircraft developed by Aerospace Lines during the 1960s as a direct response to NASA's Apollo program. If you look at the aircraft, it resembles the actual pregnant guppy, the fish. No coincidence, hence the name, mockingly thrown at this aircraft by one of NASA's engineers. The pregnant guppy had a new bloated fuselage with a 19-foot diameter. The wings, engines, tail, nose, and cockpit were unchanged. To load NASA's rockets, the entire rear section of the fuselage had to detach to access the belly, allowing cargo to be loaded directly into the fuselage. Just like the Spruce Goose, the Pregnant Guppy, all the way to the Beluga and the Dreamlifter, many aerospace companies developed oversized aircraft. A couple well-known are the Antonovs and the Tupolev. Different missions, different sizes. Oversized aircraft are not seen every day everywhere, but they are hidden soldiers and the main contributors behind the assembly of aircraft parts together. Be it a goose, a guppy, or a jack, they all shine beautifully. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.